Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, Khamzat Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with every...
He's hurt bad. Oh, that's big. Oh, my goodness.
Able to land there with the straight left. No field off process whatsoever. These strikers are...
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Struggling to finish. Oh, look at the fight here.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Changing the position. Great submission defense.
All right, side control now. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Pimblett's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat. Gotta be careful here.
Final seconds here of round one. Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Take a deep breath. Think we're tied. We need to go out there and push the pace and start to run away with this fight. I need you to mix things up a little bit more. Be aggressive.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Strike is blocked, then counters effectively with an inside leg kick. Good sequence there by Chimaev.
There it is. Right back on his legs. You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, nice. Lands a huge flying knee.
Pimblett circling towards the left now. All right, he gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Pimblett. Under 3 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh, right in the mount.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Chimaev's back in full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Pimblett. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Pimblett's in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Khamzat Chimaev getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Pimblett's back in half guard. Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound to beat it.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe for me. Great round, okay? You're doing great at out-positioning him on the ground. I want more of that. But this round, I need you to stay a little more active.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
That was nice.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. Chimaev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, closed guard now. Chimaev going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Pimblett.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Pimblett's back into full guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground. And these guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Nice job back there. You're really putting your punches together well. I want you to keep that up. Let's fit in a little more.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
He's going to guillotine.
Pimblett's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Now he's going full mount.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Chimaev's in half guard now.
Great job landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Oh, this is where you don't want to be though. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Chimaev's back in full mount.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now. Oh.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Great shot from the top position. Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Pimblett's looking for that arm triangle now. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Let's sharpen up. Let's be snappy.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Big right hand. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here. The fighters separate. Great timing on that double leg.
In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, get up.
3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Keep those hips active until you're back in guard.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Now into his mouth.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount. Nicely done. Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Pimblett's going for a choke.
Oh my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight.
Oh, he got out!
He got out and defended. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight, it was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Pimblett. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
And there you go. Again, half guard.
Well, he's got his back now. "30 seconds now to go in the fight. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
Gotta get out of there.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev.
Stop.
Boom! Body kick right there. Landed perfect.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a majority draw.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.